Hi, today is the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons, and it's a very important day to remember that unless and until all nuclear weapons are completely eliminated, an entirely preventable existential risk lingers. While we certainly welcome the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons adopted last year at the United Nations, and we are still celebrating the Nobel Peace Prize awarded to the International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, which reinforces the push for abolition, we remain greatly concerned at some recent developments that make the prospect of abolition seem still way too distant. Currently, perhaps the greatest obstacle to abolition is the stubborn opposition by nuclear weapon states and some of their allies to any concrete effort aimed at the complete elimination of nuclear weapons. Some of these states claim that this is a premature effort, the complete elimination of nuclear weapons, but they say this more than 7 decades after Hiroshima, nearly a half a century after the entry into force of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, long after the end of the Cold War. So that argument is simply not credible. They also claim that the process around the Nuclear Ban Treaty was exclusive when they excluded themselves, despite the repeated urging of the international community for them to join the process. They blocked consensus and now are criticizing the process for a lack of consensus. The reality is that their policies, doctrines, and positions are simply not conducive to the goal of nuclear abolition, and they are standing on the wrong side of history and on the wrong side of humanity on this issue. It is imperative that nuclear weapon states and their allies realize the existential threat that lingers before humanity and the critical role that they need to play to bring the abolition enterprise to a conclusion.